Down south, tomorrow Zambians head to the polls to vote in the country's presidential elections. The current president, Edgar Lungu, will be seeking re-election. The leader of the opposition United Party for National Development, Hakainde Hichilema, is also contesting the elections. Zambians have raised concerns over the deployment of the military and elections being conducted during the COVID-19 pandemic. For more on this, we're joined by correspondent in Lusaka, Zambia, Arthur David Scopo. So, Arthur, let's just talk about the environment. We've mentioned the presence of the military and COVID-19, but in general, how are people feeling about the promises that Edgar Lungu's government made, and were they fulfilled?
Thank you so much for having me on this interview. Yes, tomorrow we are going for an election where, as you have rightly put it, we have 16 candidates. But of course, the leading, the governing Patriotic Front leader, Edgar Lungu, and of course, the leading opposition leader, who is Hakainde Hichilema, who will be battling out tomorrow. Of course, the rest 14 will get the votes which they will get. So what is happening on the ground is that people are very anxious to vote tomorrow. Of course, when we talk about the promises of Edgar Lungu, whether they have been fulfilled, that is a twofold situation, a twofold answer that is on the ground. Others are saying that he has rightly fulfilled his promises that he made in 2016 when he was elected. And of course, others, on the other hand, are saying that he has not fulfilled. For those that are giving the positive answer, they're looking at what he has been able to do. And undoubtedly, somebody may not argue, the Patriotic Front, Wallace in government, have constructed a number of they've been leading in terms of construction of infrastructure. The road network has improved in the time of the Patriotic Front, and of course in the time of Edgar Lungu. Also, we've seen the healthcare system in terms of the infrastructure. They have been improved. We've seen a number of hospitals being built or being completed, a number of clinics being completed. So those are some of the issues that those that are saying that President Edgar Lungu has met his promises are saying. But of course, there are also those that are giving the negative angle to say that President Lungu has not managed to fulfill his promises which he made, and of course, which the Patriotic Front made during the campaigns in 2016. And to the backdrop of that, they are putting up issues to do with what is obtaining on the ground in terms of the economic hardship.
Okay, I'm going to see if
the country is. All
right, Arthur, let's talk about readiness here. And I'm talking about election observers, particularly internally. Has there been any mention of that, or at least accommodation thereof?
Well, election observers around the country, and we've seen a number of them are coming in. Of course, they are looking at the situation, and some of them have had some opportunity to talk to the media and just to give their views. And mostly what they are saying is that they expect this election to be a free and fair election and a credible election that will leave no one wondering, or no one upset, or no one feeling that maybe they've been duped after the election results have been announced. So observers on the ground, and quite a number of them that are on the ground as we speak. Both the African Union, we've got, and others also that are monitoring this election.
Freedom of association and freedom of movement very much at the center of free and fair elections. As you know, South Africa is having its own discussion. So given the challenges due to COVID-19, do political parties feel like they'll be able to attract enough voter turnout with these conditions?
Aspect when at what has been obtaining on the ground, the opposition, mainly the leading United Party for National Development, has been complaining to say that they have been restricted to meet people out there, to just do their campaigns and all. But mainly our campaigns this particular year have been so unique because we only mainly we've just been having road shows where maybe a presidential candidate is just passing in a vehicle, and they would rarely stop because of concerns of COVID-19 that are still around in the country. We've also seen, of course, the governing Party Front leader, and of course, who is the president of Zambia, Edgar Chagwa, also doing the same. He has been, of course, moving from one point to the other. Mainly, we have not had those usual campaigns where huge crowds would be drawn. Then
all right, we're going to have to leave
people are being addressed. If that happens, taking long to address those people that we are gathering. But of course, the opposition have been complaining. But from a general perspective, campaigns have been going on okay.
Yeah, Arthur, thank you so much for that update. Arthur Davis Kopo is our correspondent there in Lusaka, Zambia. We do apologize for the poor quality of that connection.